Everybody, once again you're welcome to my YouTube tutorial. In today's video we'll be talking about performance dashboard. So as you can see, here is our performance dashboard that we'll be talking about, and these are the KPIs that they would like us to visualize. The number of customers that we have, then the average customer age, then we also have revenue. They want to see the revenue by male, the revenue by also female customer with children and customer without children as well. Then also they would like to see the dynamic customers and also country, as well as revenue by age bracket. This is a product we would like to see. They would like to see which of this age bracket is really buying more of our product. And another thing is they also like to see our estimated buyers. So these are the names of our estimated buyers. Then also they would like to see revenue by customer type. We have a loyal customer, we have a periodic buyer, we have VIP buyers, customers. So periodic, these are the people that buy periodically, so once in a while, something like that. Our loyal customer, these are the people that are loyal to our product. So these are the things we want to see. And why do we want to see revenue by our customer type? Because we would like to give them a gift since we are approaching the end of the year. So this is something we'll be learning. And please, if you find this video useful, if you find this video interesting, please subscribe, please like, and please also comment. There's nothing wrong. Please, when you comment, you encourage us. When you like the video, you encourage us to do more. And when you also subscribe, you also help the channel to grow even bigger. So we are going to be starting from the beginning. So we are going to be having from here. You can see from here I click file, because if you are new to Power BI, that is where you, instead of you open afresh. So we have file here. As you can see, we have files. From these files, you can easily click what we call from file. You can easily go to from files. You can just from file here. You go to, you can see we have a blank. From there you have your blank report opened. So let's wait a bit. We are going to have our blank report opened here, and from there we can start analyzing our data. And also I'm going to provide the data set use also for your practice, for your whatever you want to use. Probably you have a project coming up and you would like to design something like this, and you would like to also follow up. So the data set also will be made available for you to actually follow up in this tutorial. So I'm going to bring it from this second something, because it opened over there. So we are going to enlarge it. Then the next thing we are going to do, we go to our get data. Then probably you don't even know where your data belongs to, because sometimes you maybe say, oh, I have my data set, but I don't actually know which if my data set is in is a WOP, or probably is in text and CSV. That's not to stop you from just clicking one of them first. Let's click Excel and let's go to where I stored my data. Then I go to Power BI. Yeah, good. I have Power BI. Then I open this Power BI, and that is where I have my work Excel there. So I opened it. In case probably you tried to open it from Microsoft Excel as a workbook and it's not, you can't find the data. So what you just have to do, you go to test and CSV. So you are going to have it there. So we actually need all the tables here. If not all, I think we need virtually all. This is our fact table. We need them. So let's begin to preview the one after the other. This is table 2. Let's see what table 2 actually have. This is table 2 product key. Says amount, amounts. So this is here. Then we have our customer, then customer. So this is our team. Our customer, first name, last name, purchase date. Then we have We have our dim dates, which we also going to use. We have our dim geography. Then we also have then products. This is our product that we're going to analyze as well. So we have our product here. Then we have sales territory. So we have the sales territory, and then also we have what we call our VAT table. So this is our VAT sales table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually select all. I'm going to select all. The whatever we are not using, we leave it away. So I'm going to select all. And by selecting all, that is how you can do to make use of all. So I'm going to select all. Then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click on transform your data. That is what I'm going to actually do. So we are going to transform our data. We won't load our data directly because we would like to do some adjustment in our data. So we start from our dim customer. Once it's open, we see which of those files, which of those columns that we need, which of those columns that we are not needed. So we call this that opens a Power Query editor. So we are now in our Power Query editor. If we load our data, let's say for instance now we load this data directly, we are going to come to our data view here. You can see here is what we call our report view. So peradventure, if we load the data directly, we are going to find ourselves in, this is our data. Let me just try to close all this so we see them clearly. Let me close this as well. Let me close this as well. Let me close this as well. So in case, we have load and we have transform data. If I click on load, we will find our data here directly. So if I click on transform, which is what I did, so we'll find our data here. So what we'll do is we'll find our data in Power Query. So this is the Power Query editor that we are going to find our data. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to first of all go to dim customer. So this is our dim customer. So I want to see which of those products that we need. Another thing that I would like people to also learn is when you are probably when you are new to Power BI, please always try to go to view. You can see from view I have column quality. If I uncheck column quality, you can see I won't be able to see the percentage of clean data. I won't know how quality my data, especially the column. So I will advise you to go to view. From view, click on column quality. When you check on column quality, you see we have valid data for the customer key. We have valid data 100% error 0, empty 0. Then geographic key, you can see we have severally, except our title, whereby we have 99% empty. So this will actually help you when you check on the column quality. It helps you to see the quality of your data. So we start by removing some unwanted. We don't need this, so I'm going to click on this. I'm going to press Ctrl key on my table, on my keyboard. Then I'm also going to press this again. Then middle name, we actually don't need a middle name. Not everybody actually makes a middle name, so we don't need a middle name. So I'm still going to press Ctrl on my keyboard. Then I'll move to middle name. So I have middle name, not title this time around. Okay, probably another way you can do it is, let me show you another way you can do this. Let's go to our home, and from our home, first of all, let's go to transform. In this transform, you can have a lot of things to learn from this transform. Then we come back to the transform. So let's go to our home. When you go to home, you can see we have choose column, we have remove column, we have keep row, we have remove row, we have split, we have group by. So let's go to keep column first of all. Go to column. Let's just go to the column first, and let's see. You can see we have several columns here. So which are those columns that I would like to keep? This is actually what it's really meant. So we are going to cancel this. Then let's go to remove column. So you can see remove column, remove other column. So it depends on what I choose. Now, if I said remove column, what will happen? It will remove this column. If I say remove other column, it will remove every other thing. But I want it to be remove this column, so I can easily set remove. So you see, it has removed column, and you can also rename the column you remove in order for you to remember. What did I remove here? I will remove middle name. So you can just rename it. We'll remove middle name for you to remember the name of the column that you will remove. So these are the way of doing several things. So we can as well as go to several way of doing it. So it will, for it to be more easier, you can go to a choose row, choose column, and choose the column you want. Every other column that you don't want, you can actually take them away. Like probably let's try this again. We have go to column, we have choose column, we have go to column. I think we've already pressed on this. Let's check this again. This will give us, so you can see we choose column. Now, which column don't we need? We don't need title. I'll check the title. These are the column we don't need. Surface, we don't also need what we call surface. Remove it. We don't need email address. There's nothing we're going to do with their email address. We don't need customer email address. Remove it. Yearly income, let's leave it. Number of children at home. English location. We don't need so many things. I'm coming. Let me just try to cross check here as well. So we start from name, date of birth, birth date. We need birth date. So we don't actually need, let's leave total children. Number of children at home. We don't need number of children at home. We don't need English education. We don't need it. We don't need Spanish education. We don't need it. We don't need French education. We don't need. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. We have owner flag. We don't need it. Number of cars owned. We don't need it. Additional line. We don't need it. We don't need this. We don't need phone. We don't need date first purchase. We don't need now communicate common distance. We don't actually need several things in this our customer dim customer. So I'm going to check every other ones. How many rows do we actually pick? We pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Marital status, we need it. 9. We need it. Telecom 10, 11. So we actually need all those on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Quantity. Do we have anything relating to quantity here? If we don't have quantity, so definitely age, we have age category. We are going to create that. So let's transaction. Do we have transaction? We don't have anything. The prevention, we need anything else, we can easily come here and pick it more. But for now, these are the things I think we need. We need this, we need this, we need this. Customer alternative key. The customer alternative key, geographic key. Let's remove customer alternative key. We need the geographic key and the customer key. And also first name, last name, birthday. We need it. Gender. We need the gender. Total children. We need the total children. Yearly income. Customer type. Do we have a customer type here? We're going to be doing that. So we don't have a customer type here. So we are going to be doing all those ones. So we can also just, peradventure we need anything more here, we can just come back here and pick whatever we actually need it. But for this, I think we are actually done with this row. So every other ones is fine. So we click OK. So when you click OK, you see we have all our selected row. So that one is our team customer. So we have everything. The number of children, the occupation, let those ones, let those one. Then we go to our table 2, our ordinary key, our table 2, promotion key, sales number, discount, station amount, carrier tracking number, ship date. Like that one, when we need it, we come back team date. So we go to our, before our team date, I would like us to go to our geography. Let's go to our geography. We only need two things in our geography. We need geography key, quantity, and country. So we go to choose column as well. And we'll go to choose column. Then we pick the one that we need. I'm going to unselect all. So we need our geography key. That is all we need. Then we need our quantity. We don't have quantity here. So we have, and then we have our country. Let's see which country we have. Territory. We have country code. We have state province. We have state province code. State province we have. Let me see, pick the state province. If it is not what we need, we can actually delete it. So every other ones we don't need any other things here. So every other one we can easily and leave it undone. Contribute to regional codes. This. We don't need any of this. So we need a city. Let me put a city there. So if we don't need a city, we'll remove it. So this is something we do. Then we'll go back to our dim products. We go to our dim products, New South. With our dim products, in our dim products, we are going to pick our costs. So we are going to pick several things. Dim products now. In our dim products, we have our product key. Then go to products. In dim product, we go to choose column as well. Go to choose column. And we are going to unselect everything. Then we'll pick our product key. We pick our product name. For our product name, we have product name, product subcategory key, product name, product line, region, alternative. So we have ended our middle name, product line. Product name, we need our color. We are picking our color. We are picking our price, list price. So we have our price here. So we are picking our price. This price, we pick our price. We are looking for our product name. Where is our product name? Product line, class, cost, all those ones. So we have our status. So I think our products name is not actually here. So we are going to put product name back here, I think. So let's see. I want to check it very well to be actually ascertain that we don't have a product name here. Product name, this is alternative products, product, this is range, this is color, safety, record. We have size range, we have days to manufacture, we have product line. Let me see what is in product line. Then we remove later. Then we have range, we have all those ones, we have start date and date. Okay, let's see. List, our list price. So our list price is, we have our list price to be, so we'll change it to, this should be first a decimal, and let's see if we're still going to have error. We are having error. Then let's go to our product line. What is in our product line? We have our blank. So we are still going to remove these two. Click, right click, remove, and also the product line. Right click as well, remove. So we have that. Then we have territory. Dim territory. Let's see what we have in our dim territory. So everything is perfectly good in our territory. We don't need sales territory. Let's remove this. Then we need our sales territory key. We need our sales alternative key. We need sales alternative region. We need sales alternative country. So territory country, we need what else again? Sales territory group. So all these things perfectly good. Then we'll go back to our dates now. So we have several dates and they are in the right format, so we don't have to change anything from the date except to remove. Let me see the date. What do we really actually have in the date? I think the customer, the territory product, we actually don't need our date, so we create our date ourselves. So we're going to create a table. We're going to create a date for ourselves because there's no date that we are actually going to use it. So we'll go to our VAT sales. So we'll go to our VAT sales. This is our VAT sales table. And what do we need? We need our product key. So we'll go to shoes column as well. Go to shoes column. From shoes column, we uncheck everything. We choose our product key. After our product key, our customer key. Let's go to product key. Then our customer key, customer number, customer key here. Then we have our sales territory, sales territory, sales territory key, sales territory key. So we look for our sales territory key, then we put it. So this is our sales territory key. Then we have our order quantity. So we look for our order quantity, order quantity, order quantity, order quantity, order quantity. This is order quantity, so we have our order quantity here. Then the next thing, we just have to pick our order date. Let's look for our order date here. We have order dates, then we have due dates, then we have ship dates. So these are the what we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me go up to 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are done with this. This is what we need, and everything is in the right format date, so everything is actually good. Then we'll go back to our table 2. Our table 2, we have ship date, we have product key, we have receive date, we have sales territory, we have current key, we have extended amount, we have extended amount, we have product standard cost, we have discount amount, we have tax, we have freight. So we actually already we have our due dates, ship dates, order dates, customer date, carrier, right? Tax number, sales amount. Let me see if we are going to use our sales amount. So we see our sales amount is going to give us some of so the price. So we still come back to our product here. We need to uncheck this. Actually, we need the price. I'm not finding the price here. So the product, we need our price. Let me uncheck this. I'm going to remove this because I want the price to come in. This is the list price. This is the product line. So these are the price, color. So we go back to choose column. Now I told you, I said you can always go back. We need our product line, we need color, we need price, we need product line. We don't need the product line. Let me move the product line. Let me put the list price. And let me go back to this. We have value 65, we have empty. So let's come down here. And I'm going to uncheck the null and I'm going to remove it. So we have. Then I'm going to rename this as price. So after that, we are done. If we need anything else, we'll just come back here to do it. Then click enter from the keyboard. So then please always try to check your data type if they are all correct. As you can see, everything is actually correct here. So nothing more to choose here. Since we are not using this, I can leave it how I can as well. So this is our fat internet sales. I'm not going to make it a fat internet sales. I'm just going to make it a fat sales. So let's just make it a fat sales. Fat sales. Enter. Then the next thing we do is let's go to close and apply. And let's wait for it to appear here. Under some few minutes, we got that done already. Have every of our data completely here. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to check our relationship. So when we check the relationship to see if we have all our data in right order, as you can see, we have our fact table and all these relationship they are correctly. We have automatic detect relationship. Without us setting it automatic detect relationship, that means we have to now begin to do it one after the other. But in Power BI, you can actually do what we call automatic detect relationship. You will ask me, how can you do the automatic detect relationship? Just go to your options and settings. When you go to your options and settings, go to data, go to option. Then from the option, let's wait for it to open. Let's wait a bit. So from the option, you can actually see. So you can see this is we already in our option. When you go to data load, you may not see it here. So you can as well come to this side, check the first one, check the second one. So let's go through the first one. You can see auto date and time. We have it there. We have clear cookies. Please don't clear anything there. Then the next we just have to do allow data preview to download, allow data views to download in the background. That is not what we need. Dictate column types and header for unstructured socks according to inch fab settings. Already we've done that. So these are the things we just have to detect view. Then we go to, let's move down. If we can't find it here, then let's go to our this current line. Auto data time, auto new relationship after data is loaded. You can see import relationship from data source on the file. I also check this. Then You take the column type and the headers for unstructured data, unstructured socks. I click that as well. So this is where you come to do the settings. So because we already done the settings there, so I have everything corrected here. So the relationship is well corrected. So the next thing we are going to do, I'm going to make this one a report. I'm going to make this one, I'm just going to write it as a report. I'm going to click enter. You can also make a report page. Then I'm going to save my data. Before saving, I'll go to browse. Then I'm going to make it performance. Already I have a performance name already. Let me see. Okay, this is going to be a performance. It's going to be a performance customer. Data. So I have that already, and the first step is gone. Then the next thing we are going to do is I'm going to enter let's go to enter data from here. That is where we are going to create a table for our mayor, and we are going to create a lot of mayor. I'm just going to name it as mayor. That's all. Mayor. That is just all I'm going to do. Nothing more. Just load, because I just want everything to be organized. So the next thing I'm going to also do is for us to wait and start creating our mayor one after the other. So we are going to create our total revenue. That is the first thing we are going to create, and our total revenue is going to give us the sum of the fact table or the quantity. Then we are going to use what we call related. So everything is done. So we have our mayor here. So let's open it and let's go to these three dots. We click from the three dots, then let's go to new mayor. Then from the new mayor, we actually wait for it to open. Then I'm just going to, for you to see, I'm going to make it bold a bit so you can see what we're actually doing. So the first thing we're going to do is our total revenue, which we are going to have our total revenue as. So our total revenue is going to give us sum S. We are going to sum, because we are going to sum our two table together. So that is why we are using sum S. Many of you that use Microsoft Excel, you know what sum S is. So we already have sum S. What is our measure in sum S? We have our fat sales table. Where's our fat sales table? We have our fat sales table here. That is going to be the first thing that we are going to use. We have our fat sales table. And what are we going to do? Then the next thing is give us sum S, the table. Already we have the table. Then the next thing is going to be the expression. Return the sum of an expression evaluated for. So we have a fat sales table. Then the next thing is we are going to put a comma here. Then I also move down. Also, you see it's still asking me for the expression. What is your expression? So we go there. We have our expression. What is our expression? We are using our fat table order quantity. So we are going to have our order quantity here. This is our table order quantity. That is the expression, because when we use some S, it asks for the table. This is our table. It has for the expression. This is actually our expression. Then I'm going to use times here. What does that mean? I'm going to times it by order quantity, which is our team product price. I'm going to times it by team product price in order for us to get our actual price, our total revenue. What does that mean? We are timesing the quantity, order quantity, times the price. So that is going to give us the revenue that we need. And don't forget, we have our price in a different table. Our price is here. We have our price in products, in product table. And in order for us to be able to use our price in product table, we needed to use something that called related. related. You can see what is the column related. Return a related value from another table, because we are going to make use of another table, so that's why we are going to use what we call related. Otherwise we can't just, okay, let me remove this now. We can't just, it's not possible for us to just say, okay, price. I just want to make it as team price. Let me just make it price now. You can see price from where. That is the first thing it's going to ask me. The price from where? It can't find the price because the price is not part of this the fat sales table. So since the price is not part of the fat sales table, then we are going to use what we call related. So the related will allow us to bring a column from another table, which is going to give us, already you can see it has already given us so many options here. Then what am I going to write? I'm just going to write price. You can see the product price. That is all. Then we are going to close it. Remember, we have one open here, then we have another open here, so we are going to have to open. That is all. Either you click enter your table or you click here. It depends on how you want it. So we have our total revenue already. So please, if you find any of our video useful, if you find this interesting, please like and please subscribe as well. So I'm going to put this on a card for me to see if what I actually got is exactly what we need. Let's wait and see. We have what there. We have our total revenue to be 3.something million. Not bad. So that is our total revenue. So we have it there. So let's put this here. We come back to that. Please always remember to save your data. So the next thing we are going to create, the next measure that we are going to create is we are going to create the number of customers that we have. The number of customers. So we go to our measure, and in order for us not to be coming down all the time, just go to this column 1. Look at it again. You can see this column 1. You can see this 3 dot here. Click on it and just go to delete from model. It will remove column 1. Please read delete column 1. We say yes. Delete the column 1. We don't need it. So it will refresh. Then we have our measure at the top. So you can see we have our measure at the top now. So let's wait. And the next thing we are going to create, we want to create our total number of customer, and our total number of customers is going to give us. Let's wait and let's see. So we have, just make it hash customer. So this is our total number of customer, and this is our total number of customers. We are not going to use sum. You know, when we use sum, we might have a customer that appear about 2 or 3 times, which is called duplicate. So because of we want to avoid what we call duplicate, we don't want to make use of duplicate. We don't need duplicate. We only need a distinct number of customer. If we have 300 customer, distinct might be just probably 100 or 150. So that's why we're going to use what we call distinct count. Look at it now. Please always try to read what is there. You can see distinct count give us the measure. What is asking for? You can see distinct count. Count the number of distinct value in a column. Distinct value in a column. And what do we need? We need our customer key. Our customer key can actually give us what we need. Not from the table 2. Not from the table to team customer, and if this is not ready, you can just expand this. So we need our team customer first name, team customer geography, team customer last name, team customer key. If I say no, we only need our team customer key. This team customer, the customer key. So you can say column. Let me see if I can expand this. Let me come to this. You can see column name. Count the number of distinct value in a column. So what am I going to do? I'm going to close it, enter key from a table, from a keyboard. So we have that sorted out already. And the next thing we are going to create, we are going to create our transaction. And what's going to be our transaction is going to be our count row. So already we are done with that. So we go back to our mail. Then we are going to create our transaction, new mail. Then we have our transaction created. Let's wait. So we are going to call this our transaction. So our transaction is just going to be, we are going to count the row of the sales table. So count row, this is not going to be this count this time around. We are using count row. What does it mean now? Count column, count the number of row in a table. So we have our fact sales table. So you can see, count the number of rows in a table. Just the number of rows in a table. That is what it does. So we are going to close it. Click enter. Then already we have our transaction. Then the next thing we want to create, we have a lot to create. Then we need the male revenue before we create a female revenue. So we need our male revenue. We have to create our male revenue first. Then after that, we create. Let me go to percentage of male. Before the percentage of male, we have to create male revenue. And the male revenue is going to give us the number of revenue generated by the male. Then we compare it to the number of revenue generated by the female. So that is what we have our male revenue from. So we go now to male revenue. Let's create our male revenue. So we're going to have another male created here. We are going to have new male. Then we are going to have our male. Our male revenue. And our male revenue is going to give us what we are going to calculate, the total revenue. That's what we are going to count. So we are going to calculate and look at it now. We have calculate expression. Let me try to move. Okay, I can't. Okay, this can be expanded. Okay, let's wait. Calculate. What is our expression? The first thing it's asking for when we are using calculate. What is our expression? Our expression is the total revenue. We have our total revenue as expression. Then what do we want to filter? You can see there should be a comma here. So we have our comma here. Then what do we want to filter? The first filter, evaluate an expression in a context modified by filter. So whenever you are using the calculator, remember you want to use a filter. That means you want to filter something out. So what do you want to filter? What is our filter? What is our first thing that we want to filter out? We want to filter our gender. So we want to filter our gender. Want to filter our gender, and we have where the gender equal to M. So we want to know here, what does that mean here? We have calculated already, we have our total revenue, but we need a revenue generated by just the male alone. That's all. Then what's next? We close it. Then we have click enter key from the table. Then we can easily copy this to use for female revenue. So we can just copy this and then we go back to our male. Then we have what we call our female revenue. So we can just copy and paste, then we change it to the female revenue. That's all. We have this. Then male revenue, just put it as female. Now female revenue, total revenue, where gender is equal to half. So that's all. You just hit from here or from your out tables. And then another something we still are going to look at is we want to look at the percentage. Want to look at the percentage. We are still going to create a lot. Percentage of male. We want to look at the percentage of male. Percentage of male. How do we get the percentage of male? Just a simple something. So we are going to use divide. This is give us percentage of male. Let's wait. We have percentage male. Let's say male give us. So we are going to divide now. We are going to divide male revenue. And when we are dividing, I want you to check something here. Now we divide. What did it say? Numerator, denominator, alternative results. We don't need that. So you can as well put alternative result if you want. What is our numerator? Numerator is the smallest one, which is going to be our male revenue this time around. It's our numerator. We want to divide it against the denominator, which is the larger one. Always remember there's a comma here. So you put a comma, then what happens? Next, our total revenue. So we have our total revenue. That's all. We just close it and we are done. So we either hit enter key on your keyboard or probably from here. So we are done. Then the next thing is we wait to change it to percentage. Remember to put it in a percentage because already let me see, probably it might not be a percentage. So now it shows here. So let me see it's in percentage. Then I'm just going to copy this. After copying this, I'm just going to make it another one, and I'm going to use this for the percentage of female, and we are actually good to go. So I'm just going to paste this, and I'm going to make it female divide. This time around is going to be female revenue. So we have female revenue by total revenue. So that's all. So we have that, and remember to put it in percentage. Now, in order not to get us bored, so we want to see the average customer. We have already total customer, average customer, male revenue, female revenue. After that, then we try to visualize some KPIs so that we'll not have it. Remember to put it in percentage. Put it in percentage. So we have a percentage already. So we go back to our male. Then we have our male. So we want to see our total, our average customer, our average age, our average customer age. So that is the next thing. So we are going to have average customer age. Average customer age. Average customer age is going to give us, how do we have average customer age? We use average to get our average customer age. What does it say? Average column or table returns the average arithmetic. So we have now, what should we do? We need our average of our customer age. So the first thing is we said, look at it, average customer name. Column name. What is our column name? Our column name is our customer. Not birthday. Our customer age. So let's look for the customer age. I think we should have customer age. So if we don't have a customer age, so definitely I'm going to create a customer age. So we'll have team customer age, customer age. So definitely we don't have a customer age here. Okay, that means I'm going to create customer age. If we don't have a customer age, age category, we have dim customer. Let me check the table. Do we have customer age? Customer age. Okay. Now let's just make it. Just leave it. Let's go to. We'll come back to it. There's no problem in that. So we don't have a customer. So we just have to create a customer age. So we go to our table. Let's go to our table view. We're in our table view. Let's go to our dim customer. And let's create a new column here. So we have here a new column. In our new column, what do we want to do? We just want to create a new column. Then let me also try to bold it so that you can see. So we are going to have our customer age. Customer age will give us equal to, what do we want to do now? We want to use date difference. We want to do what we call dates. Dates different. So let's go to date difference. This is dates different. Look at it. Date 1, date 2, interval. Return the number of units specified in interval between the inputs to date. Now, what do we want to do? We need our birthday. This is our customer birthday. That is how to get the customer age. Now, remember, date 1. There should be a comma here. Then what is our date 2? Then what is our interval? Our date 2 is going to be today. So we are going to use today as our date 2. You can see we have our date 2 already. Then what is the interval? Then the interval is going to give us year. So we just come down here, we'll put it. So you can see we've already fulfilled all the requirements. The first requirement is date 1 already, which is our birthday. Date 2, which is today. Then the interval is the year. So what do we need next? We close it, then enter key on your keyboard, or you go there. Then we can easily go back to our mail and completed our, everything is fine now. So we go back to our report view. Then let's come back here, and by now we should have our customer age. Now let's have our customer age. We have our team customer age. So you can see everything works perfectly now. We are good to go. We are actually good to go. So these are the first things that we are going to create. We are good to go, right? Yeah. So we can actually remove this. We don't want it. Let's remove this. Let's remove it and let's close this folder. We don't need this folder. Then we are going to have our total customer. Do we have our total customer already? Do we have our total customer? Let me see. Let me just bring this out. This is our, let me see, this should be our total customer. Yeah, this is our total customer. So we have our total customer here, which is, we have 18,000 customer. That's perfectly good. So we go to format now. So we make this, we use format. Then we go to, let me go to size and style first. We don't need the background. Let me remove it, come back to that. This is category label. This is the label here. This is the category label that we don't want. So I'm removing it. Then I'm just going to put a title, but before then I want to reduce this to like 30 to like, let me make it your 40. 40 is actually good. Not to the 40, please. 40. Then we go to our title. We'll put a title there, which is going to give us total customer. So we have a total customer. Then I'm going to center it. Is horizontal alignment, so center. So we have it there. So, and let me reduce this to 40. 12 is actually good here. So we have this, our total customer, which is, let me see, let me go back to the callouts. I still want to, let me use for the callout, let me use circle bold, and let me use 30 this time around. Let me see. Good. So that is actually good, and I can as well still reduce it to 25. To 25. Let's see. Not bad. Not bad. So we have this. So from there, I can just, let me go to style, and let me just put it at, let me see this. Having it like this is not bad, so we can just have this. I want to say, okay, everything is correct now. So you can just copy, then paste. Then I'm going to have our average customer. Then we remove this, then we put our average customer age. Let me see, 4.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. We go back. I don't want it to be auto. I just want to be a 0. I just want it to be a 0. So let me see. They have the right number. So we just have to, let me close this. We don't need this. So we just have to come here and let's format it, change the name from customer, to average customer age. Average customer age. Let's see. So we have it perfectly done. Then the next thing we are going to do, we are going to have male revenue and female revenue. So we can just have this copy again. I have this copy, then we bring it down here. So I have this here. I'm going to remove this, then I'm going to put female revenue. So in the female revenue we have 154.48 million. Wow, that is good. So we are going to format it, and we are also going to, let me expand it a bit. So we are going to make it female revenue. Female revenue. So we have that. Then there's something else we are going to do. Don't forget. Okay, I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it, but in a different way. I'm going to remove this, then I'm going to put the percentage of female revenue. So we have 50.30, which is not bad. Then what am I going to do next? I don't want the title. I'm going to remove the title. Then I'm going to reduce it to the minimal level. I'm going to go back to colored value, and I'm going to use let's scroll up, let's scroll up, let's scroll down. I'm going to use dim lights, and I'm going to make it like, let me see, between 15, and let me reduce it a bit more. Yeah, move it a bit more. So we have this. Then let me try. I want to put it here. Let me see. Let me still bring it down. Let me see. Let me see. So this is going to be a bit like more. Okay. And let me see. Putting it here. Let me see. So we don't. Another thing I'm going to remove is I'm going to remove the border. I don't need the border. Let me see. So the border is gone. Then I'm going to exactly. Then I'm going to attach color to it because we have something nice. So I'm going to use green. I'm going to use a color like this. Let me see. Not border. Colored value now. Colored value. I'm having it like this. And I would like to use something like this. Probably something thicker. All good. So I'm having. Then I'm going to put it here. So this is what we have. Then maybe I can just a bit. Oh, we have this now. Then I'm going to make this size. I'm going to copy this. And you could also guess what I'm going to use for. So I'm going to use for the mail. Copy this as well. Also going to use it for the mail. So I'm going to have this place here. So we have our percentage. I think this is somewhat big. Let me go to the colored value and let me reduce it a bit. That seems not bad. So we have it there. So please, if you find this video useful, please subscribe, please like, and please also. So we're not going to use this because that one is more. So we're going to remove this. I'm going to just bring this out. Then I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to paste. And I'm going to return this back. So that one is done. Then from this, I'm going to have this here. Then I'm going to remove female. I'm going to put male. 52. Then I will go to the title. Instead of, I will just remove the F from there, and I will just put the hem we have. Then I'll come back to this. I will just remove this. Then I'll put this. Then we have 49.7. Then I go to the colored. Then I'm going to change the color to something like this. Probably, let me see if I can have something deeper, more deeper, something more deeper. Deeper. So this is good. Then I'm going to have this place here. So I'm going to have this save. I'm also going to close this. Then I'm going to try some filter. Let me use a country. I'm going to remove a filter out here. Slider. Let me use this slider. And I'm going to put this here. We still have a lot to do. So I'm going to put this here. And let me see country. I'm going to use the country. And I'm going to try it again. Wait a bit. You can see it work. You can see everything work. Let's go to Canada. You can see we have total customer. This is what we have. We have average age. You can see we have revenue generated by male from Canada, 10.90 million. We have 10.7275 million, which is 51% from female. Let's go to France. You can see everything works. So we are going to call it a day here for the part 1, because I wouldn't want the video to be too long. Then we are going to start the part 2, whereby we have a lot to do here. So I'm going to show you. So this is the dashboard we are working on. We have only done this 1 2 3 4. These are the 4 we have done. We have not done this, we have not done all this, we have not done anything related to this. So we still have our dynamic customer. So we have not done anything related to the dynamic customer. We have only done the country filter. So we look forward to that. So let's go back to what we're actually working on. So this is what we currently have now. I'm going to format this before we call it today, so that we don't have to do it 2 times. So we have our slicer, countries good. So we go to slicer settings, not vertical. We want to make it a drop down. So you can see we can easily click on it. Then we have a drop down list. So we have this, put this around here. So we have this to be here. So let's just make it not too big, not too small. So that's good. So we can just close this, have our work saved. Then we come back to, so for this it gives us the insight into, let's see, we have revenue, we have female, then we have male direct revenue. What are the percentage? Are they growing? Are they decreasing? This is how to see. When we come to the United States, we can see female revenue, we have 48.63 million, which is 49.83%. But in the case of this, we are going to change this color. So we are going to make this color dynamic. So in our next video, I will work on this color to make it dynamic, because we can see in this case now we have male higher and the female lower in United States. So we shouldn't have male as red again. So I'm going to work on that. So thank you for taking this wonderful ride with me. Please, if you find this video useful, if you find this interesting, please subscribe, please like, as well please comment to encourage us doing more of this. We have thousands of people that's benefited from this little tutorial that we give out to thousands of people out there. Once again, thank you for all the subscribers. And if you are coming, this is your first time in this channel, my name is Peter Analytics. We visualize, teach people how to analyze data, teach people how to visualize data, mostly using Power BI, Microsoft Excel, and other visualization tools like Power Tableau, and as well as Looker Studio, Python, and SQL is also part of what you do. Once again, thank you for taking this wonderful ride with us. See you in the part 2. Bye for now.